Welcome back to another video. The channel has been growing steadily over the last couple of months thanks to you guys liking, commenting and sharing my videos. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of you, my sweet subscribers, and let you know how much I truly appreciate you all. So far we've mostly been reacting to Dimash with his songs from the singer. However, the song Sinful Passion has been requested so much that I've decided to take a small detour outside of the singer series. I hope you don't mind. I've been extremely impressed by Dimash so far. Let's watch Dimash singing Sinful Passion.
Казахстан всегда гордился и гордится своими талантами. Сейчас на сцену выйдет представитель уже нового поколения казахстанских звезд. Парень раньше нас, друзья, с вами понял, где больше зрителей, поехал в Китай. И, между прочим, там, внимание, победил в проекте «Голос». В Китае человек из Казахстана победил с хитом «А-студио. Грешная любовь». Впервые на новой волне. Прорыв года. Димаш Кудайбергенов.
С песней «Грешная страсть».
He has so many fans. Look at the stage. It's sick.
Ты явилась нежданно, как из лунного сна.
Whoa. That was sick.
О, если б знала ты, что мне нужна, только ты одна.
Breath.
Ливни долгие лили.
That's something I've been missing a lot, his insane vibratos. Wow.
Были ночи без сна,
So deep.
но в стуже сердце озарило, как весна. Только ты одна.
Still breathy. That's cool.
Дай мне
Give me.
долгим огнем пылать во мгле и в ненастье.
Whoa. Yeah.
Дай мне
Wow.
ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
What the hell? Insane.
Ночь замкнула ресницы.
So he just went from very deep to very high. That's interesting.
И вокруг тишина. Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Мне нужна только ты одна.
I really want to take breaks because I want to savor the moment because I love reacting to Dimash. So I just wanted to comment on his voice being so extremely clear. It's like crystals. I don't know how to explain it, but I've said this before, I think. But trying to explain his voice as crystals. But it's just the only thing that comes to mind. It's just so clear and beautiful. So let's continue.
Околдован тобою, выпью зелье до дна.
Whoa.
И ты вернешь меня из бездны в этот мир. Только ты одна.
Desperate.
Долгим огнем пылать в мгле и в ненастье.
Look at the stage.
Дай мне ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
He's insane. I just felt like my heart flutter or something. It just skipped the beat right there. That was insane. That made me teary-eyed for some reason. I don't know why. He's such an incredible artist. I can't believe this. Even he's impressed. Get up, stand ovation. Here we go, all of his fans with flowers. That was my reaction to Dimash singing Sinful Passion. If you only wanted to see the reaction video, that's totally fine. So if you're leaving, hopefully you can still subscribe to the channel. Okay, so now we're going to be shifting over to a couple of things that I noticed in this video that I wanted to share with you guys. So next up is the analysis. Okay guys, so first up, I really love how he's entering the stage. You can tell he's about to kill it through his confidence and also his focus. So let's see that. A grand entrance, right? And I really like the echo effect on the last word here. I feel like it gives an extra added layer to the performance. Try to listen to it in the background. To me, it feels like I'm getting thrown into a certain emotional state, very subconsciously, and I get serious listening ears. And also, I noticed something really incredible here. I can only describe it as the yin to the yang, or the light to the dark. The first time he says "give me," his voice is really high, but his volume is really soft. And then at the end of that next sentence, he does like a semi-deep vibrato. Then on the second time he says "give me," his voice has a deeper sound, but it's higher in volume, which is like opposites of each other. So on the first part, he has a high voice with a low volume, and then he has a deep voice with a high volume. This is going to be the first part that I was talking about. He has a higher voice, but a softer volume. So now we're going into the second part where he has a deeper voice but also higher volume. Those two parts were very different, sort of like the opposites of each other. At least that's what I think. We remember from the first part he did a vibrato at the end. And now he's also doing a vibrato at the end. On the last part of the last sentence, he has a really deep voice on the vibrato. It almost sounds like a bassy instrument. It's that deep. And I don't know why, but I had the urge to try it while doing the reaction. and it was because it sounded really unique and very special. So let's hear this deep and beautiful vibrato. So incredibly awesome. I love that vibrato. And notice his finger here. He's sort of directing your attention. I've seen this many times in his performances, and it's always piquing my interest. We know he's about to do something, but we don't know what it is. In this part, his voice is so gentle, yet clear. And I think Dimash has a very unique ability to instill a certain emotion into my mind. Let me try to explain what I mean by that. It's like when he enters the stage, he immediately blanks out my mind and snaps me into his performance. And then he starts directing my mind, sort of like painting on a blank canvas. In this state he puts me in, I don't talk, I don't think, I become serious, and I listen intently. And I don't get how he does this. And I've experienced this in previous performances by Dimash as well. So let's listen to his gentle yet clear voice here.
Ночь замкнула ресницы, и вокруг тишина. Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Мне нужна только ты одна.
So beautiful. And then he follows that up with a really sick vibrato. I really love this vibrato, so let's listen to it.
Околдован тобою.
And watch his tongue here. It seems like he's starting out with the vibrato from his throat. Then he gets this awesome effect at the end where his tongue seems to be fluttering, sort of like in a wavy motion. I think that vibrato sounds more alive and not tight, if that makes sense. So let's notice his tongue here. And actually it sounds like the vibrato has two parts to it. So let's listen again. And on the word talk, it sounds really emotional. There's so many awesome things there, so we have to get through them all. And he then changes it up a little bit with this amazing humming sound. I like the second part of the humming because it sounds really magical to me. So let's try to hear that. I'm so impressed by his creativity. On the first Give Me, it sounds very operatic. Then he switches up the next Give Me to something completely different. Small details, yet I think they're very important. Let's listen. Very different sounds, but still really awesome. So awesome. And something about Dimash's performance is never boring because of the amount of creativity that he puts into every song. I think he's actually looking to do this. I just imagine him practicing and constantly asking himself, what can I change on this part? How can I sing on this word? How can I make this sound more interesting, refreshing, something the audience doesn't hear every day? That's something I really love about him. And I really enjoyed this next part coming up. Not what you expect, am I right? Let's hear it. And an awesome ending to that sort of operatic part that we just heard. He brings a very symmetrical vibrato and then the very hard emphasis on the O at the end. So let's try to hear that. So cool. There's just so much to like about this song. Next part, something new, something very stylish. Something I think makes this next part really hard to do is the way that he's starting it, slowly increasing the speed. Should we just for fun try to replicate what he's doing? It sounds so cool, damn it! Probably sounded like a goat or something. It's insanely impressive. And then the ending is probably the sickest thing I've ever heard in any song ever. He does not catch a breath for like 22 seconds. His lung capacity must be so incredibly good. So let's hear that last part again. Wow. If that's not insane, I don't know what is, guys. My man! Wow, guys, that was totally insane. That last part there is just incredible. Like, the entire song is just a collection of being creative, a collection of trying something new at every turn. Like, that's just like I said before, that's why I love Dimash, because he is always so creative. He is just an amazing artist, and I am so happy that I'm alive to experience his singing. I can't wait to keep following him in his career. I think he will become one of the greats in this world, like a Bruce Lee, like an Einstein, like Newton, like those guys that really push us forward to become better. And I just enjoy being part of this so much. So yeah, Dimash, you're awesome. Alright guys, that was my reaction to Dimash singing Sinful Passion. I hope the analysis wasn't too long. I felt I was ranting a little bit, but there's just so much to get into in this song, and I had a blast trying to analyze every part. So if you want me to react to more videos, please subscribe by clicking here. I've also created a playlist where you can watch all my Dimash reactions. Hopefully you enjoyed the videos, and see you guys in the next. Rakmet.